What up, y'all? It's your girl Nina. I'm sorry if this video might be a little dark, but however, I'm getting ready to go to work, and I just wanted to stop and make this video called "Get Out Your Feelings." A lot of us are so deep in our feelings that we can't even function right. Our feelings, how we feel, can mess up our whole day, our whole life, actually. Mess up relationships, uh, uh, um, our relationship with God, our relationships with our family, our children. Sometimes our emotions and feelings can get the best of us and cause us to do things out of the norm. And sometimes we have to set our feelings aside. We have to, you know, set our feelings aside and just learn how to control them. Our feelings and our emotions can get so out of control to the point where, you know, we act in a way that is not acceptable to God. And it causes us to speak things that we don't really mean. It causes us to, you know what I'm saying, to do things that we know that we're not supposed to do. A lot of people get in relationships off of how they feel and not, you know, getting with people that is going to, you know, uh, uh, be able to satisfy them, or be able to give to them what their spirit needs. A lot of people are getting married off of how they feel. And love, to me, is more spiritually than emotionally. So, however, and then another thing, people are, you know, stuck in their feelings to the point where they can't love because of what happened to them in the past. So they still feeling some kind of way that all men are dogs, all men are cheaters, all men are liars. Men, they nowadays they in their feelings too. All girls are hoes. All girls are tricks. Ain't no good women. Da 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 da. They speaking off of how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And and then it's causing how you feel to deceive you. So, anyways, I just wanted to talk about this to say, in order for us to obey God, we have to get out of our feelings. We have to set our feelings aside and start operating spiritually, and start operating by the Spirit, being led by the Spirit. In order for us to obey God, we have to get out of our feelings. A lot of us can't even do what we're supposed to do because of our feelings, because of how we feel. A lot of us, you know, can't even uh, we can't even communicate with our family members because we feel they did us wrong, or they don't, you know, they think they better than me, or I feel that's all you hear now is I feel. We have to look beyond how we feel sometimes, and you know, not what I want to say. I'm not saying that, you know, we're not supposed to have feelings and emotions, because we do, but we have to be able to take these things, you know what I'm saying, into consideration and learn how to deal with them in a better way. Because if we don't, then we allow our feelings to control us, and we're not being in control of them. And it's really bad for us women because we were born emotional creatures. However, meaning, you know, there's gonna be some things that is going to come up in our lives. And if we don't learn how to use wisdom, if we don't learn how to, you know what I'm saying, be able to think first without reacting first, then we become weak women. We begin to, do things without thinking. And when we do things without thinking, we find ourselves in situations that could destroy us in the long run. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this because I know a lot of people are dealing with a lot of things that, that is really bothering them. And, we have to learn how to deal with things in the right way. And the right way is being able to deal with these things with wisdom and not emotion. And these things come by having a relationship with God, by being, in God's word more. And when we learn God's word, He will begin to give us wisdom on how to deal with certain things. A lot of people are living in forgiveness. A lot of people can't, forgive people for what they've done to them. And it's causing us to lose ourselves in the mix of it. So, the most important thing with dealing with feelings and emotions, we have to have a solid relationship with God. We have to meditate on God's word. We have to know God. And by us knowing God, we will be able to know how to deal with certain things. We will be able to know how to communicate right. We will be able to know how to deal with anger and frustrations and learn how to forgive people. All these things are in the Word. But if we are not in the Word, if we are not in God, then now we're, allowing our emotions to control our lives. So, I know I deal with emotions. Sometimes my emotions get the best of me and I will freak out, you know. But because of my relationship with God, um, now He's, working with me. He's teaching me. He's guiding me. He's, helping me out with these things so that I will be able to be, balanced. A lot of women are very unbalanced. They have have a lot of unbalanced emotions, unstable, emotions that women have going on now. And it causes us to really be messed up, not only emotionally but mentally, excuse me, also. So if you're one that, that is dealing with controlling your emotions or dealing with emotional issues or deep in your feelings, you don't know how to handle certain situations that come your way, anger, frustrations, people that done you wrong or whatever the case may be. I just want to encourage you to seek God for help with your emotions, with your feelings, because I don't want you to be, you know, led the wrong way and unstable. These things affect us. These things affect us in our lives, with relationships, with our children. Uh, uh, it affects us in a lot of ways. So, yeah, I just want to encourage you and myself. The more we seek God for help with our emotions and with, being able to handle emotions, God will help us. He will help us so that we will be balanced and so that we will be emotionally stable. Being emotionally stable is very important right now in our lives, and especially women, and especially in women's lives. So, yeah, seek God, seek out for help. um, seek out for wise counsel, and we just have to continue to pray and ask God to help us in these areas that we need help in. I encourage you as I encourage myself. Let's seek out and get help. Let's overlook some things. Let's let go of some things that was done to us in the past, and let's just get up out of our feelings. Because the only way we can obey God is if we get out of our feelings. Be blessed.